So, this is an impromptu video. Patrick's in having a session of Brucker biofeedback. It's our last week here. And I just had to step out for a minute. I have watched Patrick fight for every single thing that you and I take for granted. And I probably sound like a broken record. I can't really explain how heartbreaking it is to watch somebody that you love struggle the way that he has struggled. And, you know, he's such a hard worker. He's such a warrior. And it's miraculous that he was able to find that strength, that we were able to stay together. But he's in there, you know, trying to figure out how to use his body again. Every single day, you know, 2 hours a day, therapists trying to tell him how to use his body, trying to fight a brain that no longer will cooperate. And I just walk, you know, and I used to think I had problems. But as a friend of mine said to me this morning, you know, I'm golden. My body does everything I ask it to do without me even having to even think about it. It's automatic. And Patrick, who was a runner, who ran 15 miles a day, is in there trying to understand how to do something as seemingly simple as stand on his right foot, pick his left foot up, engage his hip flexor, and pull his heel behind him, essentially march. And I've watched him session after session after session trying to learn how to do this. And sometimes you just want to cry. Not for me. I don't want to cry for me. I want him to be free. You know, I want him to be able to come and go as he pleases. I want him to be able to run again. I want him to be able to walk wherever he wants to walk, whenever he wants to walk there. I want his body to cooperate with his brain. And when you really, really, really care, when you really, really, really want to help, when you want to be the best caregiver that you can be, it's so hard to know that there are things you can't control, things you can't fix. You know, you can provide the help. I can take him down to Miami. I can bring him to the therapy. I can fundraise so that we can go to Miami and have the therapy. I can find the lodging. I can get the car. I can book the airlines. And I will walk with him for an hour every day when we get home. But you never have the control that you want to have. You don't have the ability to wave a magic wand and fix it. And I think when you're in love with somebody who's struggling with a brain injury, and I'm sure it's the same for parents and children, but different kind of love, you know, my heart never stops aching for him, for what he's gone through. This is a person that I watched fight to breathe on his own, fight to learn how to swallow on his own, how to speak again, how to count numbers, how to put together sentences. And it takes all the strength in me to stay focused on what we have. And I think that was the point of this video, because I had to step out. And he's doing great in there. I mean, he's kicking butt. But I had to step out because it's such a delicate balance, paradoxical really, to constantly be working for something you don't have, while being grounded in what you do have. I mean, you're looking all the time at what you don't have because you're focused on it, because you're going after it, because you want it. And yet you can't be focused on it at the same time. You have to have your focus really on what you do have. Because without gratitude for what you do have, you cannot make it through this journey. And I am so grateful for what we do have. I'm so grateful, for all of his hard work, for the amazing therapists. I mean, he's walking and talking, He has 80% use of his left arm and hand. His leg, is weak, but it's coming back, he's taking steps unassisted. And yet, he still suffers. I just don't want him to suffer anymore. And it doesn't matter to me that people don't understand what I go through. I can deal with that. But people don't understand what he goes through. And that I can't handle. Because people should know. People need to know.